The Legend of Zelda is one of the most popular video game franchises in the world, and one of my personal favorite video game series of all time. With the franchise so recognizable, Figma has to knock this figure out of the park in order to solidify the popularity of the franchise. Did Figma do just that with this figure? Let's find out in this toy review of the Figma Link DX version from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host Dexter Arafiles, and today I'm going to be reviewing the DX version of Link from Twilight Princess, and this is by Figma. When I first saw this, I was really excited because you get so much stuff. I mean, look at all this stuff. Man, isn't that crazy? And also he retails for around $65 to $70. I went to Comic-Con and I got a good deal for him. I got him for around 60 bucks. Fantastic deal. So I had to see if he was worth the money. So let's go into this review and let's see if he's worth every penny that I bought him for. I would like to start off this paint and detail section by comparing this Link with the Skyward Sword Link by Figma that was released a couple years back. It seems Figma has taken a few notes and definitely improved this Link by having much better paint applications and finish. Obviously these two Links are from different games, but I can't help but notice that the Twilight Princess Link has a significant amount of shading and looks much better, as you can see here. Looking deeper into the details of this Link, we can notice that the colors are very accurate to the game, from his dark brown boots, his gray pants, dark green tunic, gold chainmail, signature green hat, and gray matching undershirt. Notable details include the gold chainmail, which is nicely textured and contrasts his overall look. Also, you gotta love that arm brace that they added on his left arm, and the belt sacks are nicely detailed and completes his overall look. The overall color scheme is in a dark matte finish and really gives this figure a premium look and feel. Looking at the face, this is a perfect representation of Twilight Princess Link, as you can see here. The one thing that kind of bothers me about the paint and detail mostly has to do with his long neck, but the reason why it's long like that is so that it can have a decent amount of space so that he can rotate his head and move it around freely. At first I didn't like it, but once I started posing him correctly, I could get him to pose really well. I gotta say, the paint and detail on this figure is quite breathtaking, and that's not even the tip of the iceberg, as we haven't even gone into accessories yet. Okay, so here we are with the Twilight Princess Link, and we're gonna go over articulation and scale. So let's see how tall he is. He's looking to be roughly under 5.5 inches. And of course we have to compare him with other toys from different companies. And here we have a Marvel Legends Ben Reilly Spider-Man. And let's see if we can get the Return of the Jedi Luke with his custom cloak. So there you have it. It looks like he goes really well with SH Figuarts and probably other Figmas. But when it comes to Marvel Legends, it seems like he's a little bit shorter. Maybe, actually, you know what, now that I think about it, he is short in general, so it does seem like he goes well with Marvel Legends. So let's go over articulation. Now, just like any standard Figma, these have roller joints, and I really like the roller joints because they're very smooth and they're decently tight. So let's go over articulation. What we have here is an up and down at the toe here. We have an up and down and a little bit of a twist here at the ankle. We have a bend at the knee, which is decently tight. I've noticed this one is a little bit loose, but that could just be my figure. And of course we have a ball joint here on the upper leg. The tunic kind of limits that movement. I mean, it is bendy, and I do like that. But at the same time, just because it's kind of like a stiff plastic, it can't really move as much. He can't do those side kicks. Not that he does, but it's kind of sad that he is limited due to the clothing that he has. So that kind of is a bummer. Let's continue on with articulation. We also have an upper waist movement here, which is rotatable, which could be a ball joint. And I kind of like that he doesn't have two here, and this one's kind of hidden under the belt here, and I really like that. Also, we have a double ball jointed shoulder. We have a bend here at the elbow, and we do have a bicep swivel, and we have a peg and ball joint combo for the wrist. And of course, we have the extremely long neck, which has a ball joint up there, and I don't think that moves. It moves a little bit, as you can see. The shirt does move with it. That's really nice, but honestly, you probably won't be using that as often as you think. So overall, we're looking roughly at around 22 points of articulation. Oh, and let's not forget his cap here is rotatable and it does move, and that's really cool. So you can have that in the wind type look. So there you have it. That is the Twilight Princess Link, and he's pretty cool. So there you have it.
Along with the classic Master Sword and Hylian Shield, you also get the Ordon Sword with sheath, Hero's Bow, an arrow, ball and chain, Hawkeye mask, and the claw shot, making this the most complete set to date and truly gives a meaning to the name DX, aka Deluxe. While he does come with a lot of stuff, I hate to be that guy, but he is missing some stuff to truly make him the most complete Link. They missed out on the bomb and the Gale Boomerang. I honestly bought this Link to complete my Smash Brothers display, and I am sad that he doesn't come with those accessories. Regardless, for the amount of stuff that I got for the money, I shouldn't complain. Plus, I can use the bomb from the Link from my other Link figure, but still no boomerang. Anyways, we have a lot to cover here, so let me start by saying the common thing here is that the handles of all his weapons disassemble in order for him to hold it well. And I like this mechanic, as pressure fitting accessories always has me worrying that it will break. So let's start with the Master Sword. The Master Sword is as perfect as it can be with its shimmering silver paint, bluish purple handle, and gold trimmings. The sheath looks amazing as well, and the Master Sword slides in, but it isn't as snug as I thought it would be and can fall out if you're posing Link upside down. The sheath fits into his back like so, and looks really cool on him. Looking at the Hylian Shield, it looks fantastic with the Triforce proudly showing, and surprisingly it has a matte finish and lacks shine. I don't mind it honestly, as it adds to his overall look of being a darker Link. The handle can be rearranged so that the sheath of the Master Sword fits in it, and can be placed on Link's back, giving him that unarmed look. Word of advice though, this isn't very sturdy, so you can't really play with him, and you can only pose him one way so that it doesn't fall off. The Ordon Sword is another sword you get with this figure, and it looks amazingly detailed as you can see here, and I especially love the handle as it looks like it's wrapped in leather. The sheath also looks amazing and has a steel and leather look as it should. It too can fit in the Hylian Shield as you can see here. Looking at the ball and chain, the accessory has quite a bit of heft as it weighs about 2.5 ounces and feels quite dense. I love how it has a nice shine to it, and it has silver paint with gold trimmings. Also, since it's so heavy, you get an extra arm and stand so you can pose it with Link while he too has his own stand. That's very considerate and adds to the value of this package. The hook shot is really amazing looking and has a lot of detail as you can see here, and has quite a lot of features. The open hook and closed hook can be added to both the chain and the hook shot itself and adds to the posing options. The small problem here is that you need some tweezers to easily and safely remove the peg from the open hook in order to interchange them. A small problem honestly. Looking at his bow, like all accessories here, is amazingly detailed. It is missing a string, but honestly I prefer without it, as it would be difficult to place the arrow on the string all the time. Speaking of the arrow, it can fit into a designated hand, so you can have the perfect pose. Looking at his Hawkeye mask, it replaces his hair so you can use it with all three faces. This mask is incredibly detailed and looks amazing on any of his faces. Speaking of the faces, you get a neutral face, yelling face, and a slightly irked face. All can easily be changed, like so. Lastly, you get a total of 8 hands. Wow, that is a lot of stuff. Out of all the figures in my collection, he is easily the most accessorizable as I have ever seen, and he also costs about $65. Some figures you pay $100 or more, and you don't get even close to the amount of accessories that Twilight Princess Link has. As you can tell, this figure is near perfect. And if you are a Zelda fan, you honestly owe it to yourself to get this figure.
So, as always, when we break down this figure, let's talk about the negatives first. If there's anything I have to complain about this figure is that this neck is awfully long, especially when he's looking up. It just looks kind of strange. There's a good reason for that, as I said in the video, is that this requires some movement, I guess. When he moves left and right, if this was any shorter, it wouldn't be as easy. Because he has a long neck, he has a lot of space to move that neck around. So that's the reason behind that. It does look weird, but if you pose him in certain ways, it does look nice. If there's anything else negative I have to say, no, there's really nothing negative about this figure. I absolutely love it. For the price point of $65 United States dollars, this is fantastic. You get so much stuff. Oh yeah, if there is one more thing that I don't like about it, you don't get the Gale boomerang. How many Link figures do we have to get in order to finally get the boomerang? I don't know. We don't have one yet. We have the bomb, but we don't have the boomerang. So that's the only problem I have. I mean, it's the complete set and you don't get it. But anyway, besides that, fantastic figure if you're thinking about getting it. Absolutely worth every penny. So, if I were to give it a final score, he's easily a 9 out of 10 D-stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'd like to ask you guys a question. Which is your favorite Legend of Zelda video game? Comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.